Hello viewers, this is your captain speaking, Scruffy of Scruffy Tam Airlines. I hope you're going to enjoy my next several videos as I fly across the United States in different aircraft playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. This is a new series. Yes, I know it's been a while since I've posted a video, but my energy is renewed. Each time I stream, I'll be taking the video from Twitch and posting it here. So be sure you come back, watch each installment each week as we fly across the United States, checking out different sightseeing areas. Some pretty exciting, some not so much, but we'll have fun nonetheless. If you enjoy my videos, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/ScruffyTam. See you soon. Take care. Good evening. Turn that music down a little bit. Good evening. How is everybody this evening? Welcome back. Hey Hannah, how are you? Thank you for being here right at the beginning of the stream. I hope you're doing well today. Good to see you, friend. Always good to see you. I hope you had a good day. How was your day? Oh, thank you for the host. Thank you for the host. I appreciate that. Hey, Kung Fu Kangaroo, what is happening, my friend? How are you? I am not digging my backlighting tonight. Let me change the colors. You're doing good? Good. Awesome. I am too. Long day, but good. Oh, my days, I always have good days. Most of the time. I mostly always have good days, I guess is a better way to say that. But yeah, doing what I do, I mean, it's rare that I ever have a rough day or a stressful day. I love what I do. Miss Max Knife, what is going on? How are you? Thank you for shouting out Miss Max Knife, Hannah. Also, if you'll shout out the Kung Fu Kangaroo too, please shout out the Kung Fu Kangaroo. He is the one of two individuals that's responsible for my addiction to this game. I'm fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm really well. Thank you for shouting out Kung Fu Kangaroo as well. And change of plans. Also, tomorrow night I should be able to stream as well. I thought I had a meeting tomorrow night, but it's actually next Tuesday, so a week from tomorrow. So I should be able to stream tonight and tomorrow night. Now I know for a fact I won't be streaming Wednesday evening. And then I should be able to stream Thursday morning, but not Thursday night because I teach till 10 o'clock at night Thursday nights. So hopefully you'll get more of me this week than what I anticipated. But I'm fantastic. Had a wonderful day. I was saying earlier, I almost always have good days at work because my job is such. Thank you for that. My job is so low stress. I almost always have good days. All right, my socks of the day. On the right foot, I've got, again, we've got two Christmas socks today. On the right foot, I've got my dark green socks with multicolored Christmas trees. And then on the left foot, I have my red socks with holly leaves on them. Not holly flowers, holly leaves. And those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that. Thank you for throwing that command out there. I appreciate it. Dang it, I meant to set up a spooky command too. I gotta figure out, so I've got 4 like haunted noises. So I've got 4 sound effects, and I meant to have set it up where you could type in like !spooky and it would play a random one. But these are all, those 2 were me. And then these next 2 are of my granddaughter, Sissy Cat. So I've just got to try to remember to set up a command where it will randomly pick one of those 4 to play anytime someone types in a command !spooky. I may not remember it, but anyways, it's the thought that counts, right? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the game. Tonight's stream has got to be a shorter stream than what I have been doing. We got to try to get a little extra sleep tonight. So I usually get up at 5:30 in the morning, but this morning I just couldn't make myself do it. So I got up and slept till 6. All right, so we're going to be flying from Midland, Texas to El Paso, Texas. It's a little over 200 miles away. Oh man, yeah, it was. I was pretty tired. So my plan is to stay up to stream until hopefully no later than 10, and that way I can get in bed by about 10:30 or asleep by about 10:30 and get a couple extra hours in. All right, let's see here. Fuel mixture is good. Take off the park brake. Hold the brake. Full throttle. And we have takeoff. Beginning our departure roll. We should be close to rotate speed. And here we go, rotate. Come on, there we go. Oh, Kung Fu, did you see me crash last night? I crashed when I landed last night. All right, so since this airport is, I think it was 1,500 feet. Oh my gosh, it was pretty rough. It was a fairly smooth landing, and then I went to hit the brakes and hit the wrong key, and the plane took a turn to the left and flipped over and crashed. Miss Max Knife, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I appreciate that. No, dude, I totally get the falling asleep thing. No problemo. See, my camera position in this plane is a little bit higher than the other one, so I'm still watching the horizon on the dash like I did the Cessna 152, I think it was. So I tend to pull a little bit too hard up. Where's Finger Gaming? What's happening? Oh, you tried it with floats? Tried the 172 with floats for the first time and it fell over when you did the usual quick taxi turn off the runway. Oh no. Yeah, I got to go ahead and turn. I do see the trivia murder voice points redemption. Give me just a minute. Let me get the plane turned around, and then I'll go ahead and hit that button, and we'll do trivia murder voice for 5 minutes, courtesy of Mrs. Max Knife. Thank you for that. Thank you. I won't forget, and if I do, remind me. I watched a good little piece of your VOD from last night, Mrs. Max Knife. That was really, really cool of you. Very awesome of you to have my stream playing on your stream. I thought that was pretty awesome. I've never seen anything like that before. Okay, I should have just lifted flaps. Flaps should be up now. Well, thank you. That was really amazing and truly appreciated. All right, here we go. 5 minutes of trivia murder party voice, courtesy of Mrs. Max Knife.
All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and throttle down a little bit. And we are on our way to El Paso. So Worst Finger Gaming, welcome. First of all, welcome to my channel. Thank you for speaking out in chat. You love this voice. How long have you been doing Microsoft Flight Sim, Worst Finger? I'm gonna climb to about 5,000 feet, as I did notice there's a small mountain range that I'll be flying over on the way to El Paso, and I don't know the altitude. So just to keep from crashing, I'm gonna fly about 5,000 feet, which will put me at 3,500 or so feet AGL. Oh wow, Worst Finger, that's amazing. I've been playing it for, I guess, about 2 weeks maybe. So I'm super new to it. Okay, El Paso's altitude is 3,900 feet. So I'm gonna have to climb to probably 5,000. Just shy of 40 years for you. Wow, that's really impressive. So are you a pilot also? Do you pilot real aircraft?
Yankee, leaving my airspace frequency changed approved.
Midland Tower, Cessna Sierra, Charlie Romeo, Uniform Foxtrot.
Start with Sublogic Flight Simulator on the Commodore 64. I had a friend, my best friend had a Commodore 64.
Uniform Foxtrot Yankee is type Cessna Skyhawk, 5 miles southwest of Midland, 4,300 feet. Request clearance to transition Charlie airspace. Cessna Sierra, Charlie Romeo,
So you're a real expert on sim flying.
Squawk 4433. Squawk 4433 Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee. Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee radar contact 5 miles southwest of Midland, 4,500 feet.
So me and you are we're probably about the same age then.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace, Cessna Uniform Foxtrot.
I started out, I've been a gamer pretty much my whole life. We started out with Atari. I don't know if it was Atari. I say it was Atari Pong. I'm pretty sure it was Atari. Atari Pong sometime in the 70s, I don't remember. And then I've had every Nintendo console since then, so I'm a big Nintendo fan. Just in the last year and a half, I bought my first PC. Oh man. The Average Kim, thank you for the host. I appreciate that so much. Thank you for the host. Hannah, if you're still here, if you will give Kim a shout out, please. We are doing good. Doing fantastic, Kim. Thank you. So Worst Finger, but you've been co-pilot, I'm sure, many, many times. Thank you, Hannah. I appreciate that. Y'all will not regret. If you don't follow the Average Kim, you won't regret it. That's true. And if, unfortunately, if you already know that you're not going to qualify as a pilot, yeah, that's pretty expensive. I did one flight with a CFI in the 90s, and I got sick as a dog. And I knew then that my dream of being a pilot was not going to happen. But once I discovered this sim, this is satisfying my need for flight. I'm loving it. right, 5 minutes of
Trivia Murder Party voices. Thank you so much again, Mrs. Max Knife, for that channel points command. I appreciate that so much. I love that voice effect and the squid voice. I don't know that I have any other voice effects that are redeemable, but I do have this one, which is an announcer voice that I use in some games, but it's probably really overused in other people's channels and stuff, because it's like you're an announcer at an event or something.
And I don't know what this. Okay, so this is supposed to be a robot, but it distorts my voice so much it's hard to tell. That's funny, Tim. So Kung Fu's playing Flight Sim, and I'm pulled up playing Flight Sim. Is he streaming it? I didn't see him streaming, I don't think. No, okay.
And then, what is this one? This one's similar to Trivia Murder Party, except it's a little bit higher pitched, and it's a little bit of a, it's got a little reverb in it and some echo.
And this one's kind of funky too. But anyways, my two favorites are the squid voice and Trivia Murder Party. He popped out the Twitch player and is in the corner of his flight. That's funny. That is really cool. I'm slightly jealous of his 3 monitors too. All right, passengers, this is your Captain Scruffy Tam speaking. We are currently at near our cruising altitude of 5,000 feet today, on our way from Midland, Texas to El Paso. I almost said Old El Paso, Texas. Flight time is going to be just shy of 2 hours. I did turn off the seatbelt light. Skies are clear. Don't anticipate any turbulence right now, so feel free to get up, move around the cabin, use the restroom if you need to. Please remain seated at all times, if at all possible as well. As you're seated, just make sure that you stay buckled up in the event that we do run into some turbulence. Other than that, enjoy the flight, and I'll be talking to y'all later. The flight attendants will be around momentarily with complimentary snacks and drinks for you. And that's pretty much it. Enjoy the flight. Okay. Drop the bass.
This backside, dropping the bass, dropping the bass.
I love those Biscoff cookies. Those are pretty good. I'm sure they're extremely inexpensive for the airline, but they're pretty darn good. And my my 1/4 can of soda that they complimentary give you as well. Thank you for that, Miss Max Knife. Yes. Yes, worst finger. I did fail to mention that we do have empty Coke bottles under the seat, and that's what you have to use. However, as the pilot, I do have the privilege of pausing the game mid-flight and then going to the restroom myself. But yeah, the pilot's privileges. It is what it is. Yeah, so I'm talking to my one passenger who apparently is a ghost.
Is it me you're lurking for?
Average Kim, thank you so much for that lurk. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for throwing me a lurk. So when I look over here, no one there. But when I go outside the plane and look at the front view, there is someone sitting there. So I've got a ghost as a co-pilot, or someone is wrapped in my windshield with a picture of 2 people on it, and it looks like, you know, people are in the plane. Who knows? Oh, if y'all were here, if you were here last night when that box fell in my closet and scared the crap out of me, right at the same time that Laura did the troll door knock, I posted that clip on TikTok. Yeah, there's not a worst finger. There's not a whole lot of move around room in the plane. Oh gosh, Hannah. Yeah, when I looked at the footage, I looked pretty darn scared. That was, I didn't know what was up. Because with the headphones on, I just heard the noise in the mic, and I knew it came from this direction, from the hall where the hallway door is, but I didn't know if it was, you know, in the closet or something in the hallway, if someone had broken the house and they were heading down the hall. Yeah, that was pretty wild. And it was funny too. I forgot to fuel up again. I just realized, but this flight I should be fine fuel wise. I have got to remember to refuel before I take off, or just plan shorter flights, something like that. All right, I have reached my cruising altitude of 5,000 feet, so I'm going to slowly back off the throttle just to keep me around the 5,000 foot mark. El Paso International Airport is at an altitude of 3,943 feet above sea level. And there is a small mountain range I'll be flying over, so we'll see. I may have to, once I see that mountain range, climb on up. Oh, in fact, wait a minute. Looking at the nav map, I think I have figured out what all these random numbers are. And I may have to increase my altitude, but we'll see. I'm learning as I go. Right now it looks like pretty level land. There's not a whole lot to see. Just some of these, you know, warm weather trees scattered here and there. Probably can't grow a lot of grass in this area of the country. In Texas, so hot and dry. Yeah, so of all the social medias that I have, the one that I keep up with the most is TikTok, and I really don't do a whole lot on it.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark.
Thank you, Hannah, for that channel points redemption of Baby Shark. It's one of those songs you either absolutely love it or you hate it. And I like it okay. As long as I don't have to hear the whole entire song over and over and over. Oh no, oh no, no. I've really got to be concentrating. Yeah, I'm sorry. I was kind of staring off at my other monitor, not really paying attention to chat for a minute there, but I was making sure that I had posted to Twitter that I was live. That's what I was doing. Yeah, so Twitter and my Discord are about the only two places that I announced that I'm going live. I used to post on all my friends' Discords that have the you know, like a shout yourself out section and stuff every time I'd go live, but I never noticed a difference in my viewer count when I did that. So, and it's not like it's a lot of work, but so I just rely on word of mouth and my Discord and Twitter pretty much to announce when I'm live and try to grow the channel.
Uniform Foxtrot Yankee, you're leaving my airspace radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved.
All right, thank you, Midland.
Squawk 1200. Frequency change approved. Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee. Fort Worth Center Cessna Sierra Charlie
Okay, so Fort
Romeo
Worth's got me
Uniform
now.
Foxtrot Yankee
Right.
is type Cessna Skyhawk 20 miles north of Echo 015,200 feet. Request flight following.
There we go. Okay, so if you're just joining my channel,
Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot
hang on just a minute.
Fort Worth Center. Squawk Tree 155. Squawk Tree 155 Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee.
There we go.
Cessna
Well,
Uniform
nope, not yet.
Foxtrot Yankee radar contact 19 miles north of Echo
5400
feet. Altimeter tree 0.10.
There we go. Okay.
Roger, Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee.
All right, so if you're just joining my channel, I am flying across America, coast to coast, starting with the East Coast, flying West Coast in a Cessna 172. I'm currently, I guess, a little more than halfway in my my first big leg from east to west. But we just took off from Midland International Airport about 20 minutes ago on our way to El Paso International, and that's probably where I will end the stream today. So just pretty much doing one leg of the flight at a time, one little airport hop at a time each stream I do. And after El Paso, let's see here, my next destination, Sierra Vista. Yeah, I think this is in Mexico. I think I talked about that last night. I'm pretty sure my next destination is in Mexico. We're gonna test the Mexican authorities. I'm gonna land without notifying them ahead of time or having a passport or anything like that, and just see what happens. From there, we'll go to Phoenix, Sky Harbor. Uh-oh, something just happened. Well, that was weird. Okay, I guess my PC, I don't know, the game locked up for a minute there, but could y'all still hear me? And I'm not seeing any rendering lag. I guess it was just the game locked up for a minute. So from Phoenix Sky Harbor, we're gonna fly to Bard Yuma, Arizona, to LAX, Los Angeles, and then fly up the West Coast. Yeah, that was really strange. That happens periodically with me. I don't know if it's a computer thing or if it's a game thing, but I mean, my computer's running really smooth otherwise, and I'm not dropping any frames, so I don't know. But anyways, we're gonna fly up the California coast, then fly inland a few hundred miles, and then fly down, staying in California, kind of flying the California border, to be honest, after looking at the map here. Then we'll head to Las Vegas, and then fly north up to Utah, and fly east over to Colorado, and go from there. Anyways, that's kind of my flight plan. Looking out the windows, just the old desert looking area here, Western Texas. That looks like a desert for sure right there. Let's go to an external view really quick. Take a look at that. Yeah, that's a pretty big desert area right there. I bet they have a lot of like four-wheel drive parks or something like that out there. This looks like some kind of a sports, some sort of a sports complex, possibly, because it looks like there's a track up there. I wonder if that's an off-road park of some sort. No, actually, you know what? That looks like a treatment plant. I bet that's a water treatment plant. Somewhere else I just happened to think about. We've got to find out where it is, but the airplane graveyard, I forgot what they call it. I think it may be the airplane graveyard in Arizona. See if I can maybe squeeze that in to one of my flights, one of my legs as well. It'd be pretty cool to fly over that. There's a bunch of people streaming, a bunch of my friends anyway, streaming tonight. Just looking at my Twitch list. Looks like we're about a quarter of the way, about a quarter of the way into the flight. Maybe not quite a quarter. Close, but not quite. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjust my trim a little bit. See if I can get my airspeed up just. See if I can get my airspeed up just a little bit. My airspeed's kind of low. I think last time I was flying with a pitch trim at 6/10. Let's see here. That's got me going. Well, I'm gonna wait for the plane to level out a little bit. That's definitely increased my speed, but it's because I'm nosediving slightly. So let's see once it levels out what happens. Looks like we're coming up. Yeah, the mountain range area is starting. I am on full rich, yes. Should I not be on full rich? Pull the mixture to about 50% and watch the, oh, okay. Hang on a minute, let me zoom in where I can see my gauges. It didn't seem to affect it by a whole lot. So I started out at about 2400. I'm at 2420. Now I'm at 2430. Back to 2420, 2430. Like I said, that's about half. But adjusting that trim, the pitch trim did increase my airspeed by almost 10 miles an hour. The higher you go, the thinner the air. Thinner air means you also need less fuel. Oh, that's true. But really, I'm only 3,000 feet AGL, which is kind of where I like to fly in the Cessna so that I can still kind of sightsee and see some details. But yeah, thank you for that. I will definitely keep that in mind because I never had really played with okay, cool. See, I didn't realize that. Okay. Right, because the leaner it is, the higher the engine temperature will be. Definitely don't want to burn out a piston while we're in the air. No doubt. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I just really started messing with the fuel mixture a couple flights ago. Not realizing that I could or that it would even make a difference. So I'm just watching my RPM gauge now. I'm still slowly creeping down. I'm getting close to where I thought it might start sputtering and kill the engine.
Is at flight level 3900, descending 10,000 feet.
Southwest 527 Fort Worth Center, continuous planned.
That's really cool. In real life, you would lean to peak exhaust gas temperature minus 50 degrees. You can actually do that rich of peak, which is safer, or lean of peak, which is more economical. See, I didn't know that in real life that was even a thing, because my background, I was a automotive technician at a dealership, Chevrolet Cadillac dealership for 14 years. And then I was a service manager at that same dealership for 14 years. So the concept of rich and lean and all that stuff is not foreign to me. I'm very, very familiar with that. But to be able to adjust the mixture was totally foreign to me, because on a vehicle you can't adjust your air fuel mixture normally. So that was, but in a vehicle you're not compensating for altitude for the most part like you are in a plane. So that's, I guess that makes sense that you'd be able to. So thank you for that advice. But at this altitude, it doesn't seem to be making a whole bunch of difference, because I've got it leaned out just about to the point where the engine's gonna stall. In fact, I may bring it to stall and just to get that sweet spot. You see, vehicles, even with carbureted vehicles, the way that the carburetors is set up, the atmospheric pressure kind of balances itself out the higher you go to an extent. But then with fuel injected vehicles, they've got barometric pressure sensors and, you know, manifold absolute pressure sensors and stuff that the computer automatically compensates for. So I'm kind of spoiled in the fact that I've never had to really adjust fuel mixture, except on an old carburetor if I wanted to make the engine perform a little bit better. But thank you for that, because that does give me something else to play around with. And learn. Yeah, no matter what I do, it's not really moving off of 2410 or so. At your current altitude, full rich just reduces your power a bit while wasting a healthy amount of fuel. At higher altitudes, the engine can rapidly lose power when the mixture becomes too rich. Gotcha, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that, because there have been 3 occasions that I've ran out of fuel while flying. And that's one thing I really like about this, is it's so realistic. Hey, Weston, what is happening, my friend? How are you? Good to see you, Weston. Give the Westonator a shout out. Westonator is also a flight simmer, but on the opposite end, he's an air traffic controller. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you're amazing. You're a lot like me. You hardly ever have a bad day. Or at least it appears that way with you. Oh, you just got back onto it? Hey, when are you learning all the lingo again? I need to start working on that as well myself. When are you going to the... When are you going to that gaming conference? Are you there now, or is it tomorrow? No, wait, today's Monday. Okay, so it begins Thursday until Sunday. Gotcha. It's kind of like that automotive expo that I went to a couple weeks ago. It was Thursday to Sunday. There we go. So now I'm seeing a difference. I've got it up to 2470 now. See how far out that is. It's pretty close to being all the way out. I don't know anything about the VATSIM network, but I'm going to join it just so that in the future I can fly and Weston can be the ATC. We've got so much to learn though.
Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee contact Albuquerque Center on 135.875. Good day.
Getting handed off from Fort Worth to Albuquerque.
Going to 135.875 Cessna
Albuquerque.
Uniform Foxtrot Yankee. Albuquerque Center, Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee 4,500 feet.
Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee Albuquerque Center altimeter tree 0.06. Continue as planned.
All right, so we are, I don't think I'm quite halfway. No, I know I'm not. Not quite halfway through with this flight. I'm probably a third of the way through. Yeah, and see, Weston, that's what I'm going to need to learn is all the lingo. I mean, I guess I know the lingo, but I don't know how to, in what order or whatever, or when to say it, in what order to say it or whatever. So I guess, I don't know. I just need to look into it. Maybe join and then learn it. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna see if I can land runway 26R, 26L. That's probably where they will put me, is either 26L. Trying to look at the runways and it keeps on. A minute, let me make it where it stops trying to center me there. Just trying to think ahead a little bit. Oh, no problem, Hannah. Thank you. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think 26R is probably where they're gonna put me. We'll see. So I'm just gonna stick with my current heading, and I'll be good. So Weston, when you're an air traffic controller, do you get to pick which airport that you control? And of course, I'm sure it's a major airport because the smaller ones don't get that much traffic. I would guess. I would imagine. Or do you just pick the one based on the traffic? Like if you're new, you pick an airport with less traffic so you can practice. I'm going to go ahead and email myself to look up the VATSIM network. I'm bad to take pictures of stuff and then I forget to look it up. There we go. Got it. Okay, you controlled London Stansted or Heathrow. Gotcha. So there's different controllers. There's controllers that control the traffic in the air, and then there's controllers that control the ground traffic. See, I didn't realize that, which makes total sense. I think I would rather do the flights as well. Hey, Tam the OG. Welcome. Tam the OG is my one and only child. She's also a streamer. And Hannah, will you give Tam the OG a shout out, please? Ah, you were already on it. Thank you, Hannah. I should have known. One day I'm going to learn to let my mods be mods. And I'll just stream. You did. You did. Oh yeah, I forgot about the dog. The dog is my other daughter. I didn't forget about the dog, but yeah. Yeah, I've got the favorite daughter, and then I've got the daughter, and Tam's the daughter, and then the favorite daughter is Ting Ting. So that's you know what I didn't clarify was which one was the favorite and which one was just the daughter. You know I'm just picking at you. Right now we're just kind of flying over western Texas. Not a whole heck of a lot to see. Looks pretty much just like desert. We are going to come up on a little bit of mountainous terrain, or a little bit higher altitude, I should say. Ground controller controls the outbound and inbound taxiing of the planes. Tower controller deals with takeoff and landing, and central towers deal with the airspace you're flying in. Oh, see, I'm learning all kinds of new stuff. Well, Sam, do you think that maybe we put the paper in wrong? Yeah, it does, worst finger. I agree, because when I was flying into Midland, Texas last night, one of my viewers said that they were very familiar with Midland and that it was an oil town, and I was kind of disappointed that I didn't see any oil rigs. So although the game is extremely detailed, I guess there are things that you'd miss. Okay, Tim. You can make out where they would go, but they're just not 3D. They're just, you know, flat. Oh, gotcha. Well, that makes sense. So that would be a refinery then, right there. Is that an oil refinery probably? Well, thank you for clarifying that, because I was kind of wondering why there was just these empty squares all over the place, but who am I to say what that is? But thank you. Now I know. The more you know. Oh, there's a solar field. I guess that's what that is. It looks like it from here anyways. And another solar field. Those must be the solar fields that failed. No, that was in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Very interesting, thank you. If there was a publicly accessible database of oil rigs, they could probably be added to the sim. There are databases of cranes and towers, so the We Love VFR project added them to all MFS. Yeah, I thought about that, Tam. That's something else. So the airplane graveyard and Area 51 is something that I'd like to fly over, but yeah, I guess I could try to land in Area 51. That'd be fun. Now, I'm already testing the Mexican authorities when I land in Mexico with no notice. I don't know if I want to test the feds at Area 51. Much less than buzzing. Yeah, so Vegas, Vegas is on my list, and I'm definitely going to buzz the Strip. We will eventually get to Vegas. It's gonna be quite some time. Don't want to mess with Texas. Area 51 isn't in Texas though, is it, Sam? Area 51's in Arizona, I think, or Nevada. Yeah, okay, thank you. I was thinking it wasn't in Texas. Silly goose. A big body of water right there. Nellis Air Force Base. Gotcha. I'm kind of excited to be able to fly into and out of Vegas because it looks like it'd be quite a challenge. I've been to Vegas 3 times, and it looks like it'd be quite a challenge as a pilot to fly in over the mountains and then fly down and then fly back out. Hey, Kent Zone Star, what is happening? How are you? Tam, did I say that again? Did I dox you again? I am so sorry, Tam. Kent Zone Star is here, everybody. Let me give Kent a shout out. Where are you on my list? There you are. There we go. Y'all check out Kent Zone Star playing some Dead by Daylight. You're very welcome, Kent. How are you today? Good to see you. Oh, oh yes, I did. Yes, I did. That's your government name. I'm doing fantastic, Kent. Thank you. I'm very happy to kind of be back in a streaming routine. Oh, dude, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Tam, Mrs. Max Knife came in right at the start of stream. She's been here since the beginning of the night. It's nice to be back. I'm still Kent, I'm still trying to work through my schedule. But if I can try to pull off a couple hours of streaming every other day or something, it'd be awesome. You approached this is true. The only airport I've ever landed at in Vegas is LAS. Of course, that was in a jet, a big jet that I was in, not flying, of course. Oh, Tam, thank you for shouting out Mrs. Max Knife too, by the way. So we're coming up on some mountains. We've got, I don't know, maybe 30, 40 miles away to our right are some mountains. I was kind of concerned about the altitude of them, but they're actually going to be off to my right. So I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about them. Shouldn't be too hard to fly around them. Just about halfway through the flight. Right now, not a whole lot to see out the windows still. but we are getting slowly into some hilly land, and that's beautiful. The beautiful land is, I mean, the beautiful land, the hilly and slightly mountainous terrain gets pretty gorgeous. I'm really excited to see what this little mountain range looks like. Charlotte Pass. Thank you, Mrs. Max Knife, for that channel point redemption of You Shall Not Pass. I appreciate that. The plane heard me talking about the mountain range and it started heading right towards it. I mean, I'm perfectly fine flying over it. See what our fuel levels are looking like. They're pretty decent. Got plenty of fuel to make it. Unlike a couple flights ago. Oh my gosh, you go away there. Unlike a couple flights ago when I ran out of fuel, and then I've had to refuel in the air on 3 occasions, I believe it was. Looks like I got another jet coming up on me. They are at 39,000 feet though, so we won't actually see them. Even if you look up, I mean, they're dead in front of me. But they're about 35,000 feet up.
Tim the OG dropping the bass. Thank you very much for dropping that bass, Tim. I appreciate you, and I love you.
Thank you for that. Thank you for dropping the bass, Tim. Well, folks, this is your captain speaking again. We are currently about halfway through our flight from Midland, Texas to El Paso International. Coming up very soon is a small mountain range, so enjoy the views. Still no turbulence. We did have just a little bit a minute ago, but I don't anticipate that being a thing for the rest of the flight. So just sit back, enjoy the flight, stay buckled up if you are in your seat, just in case we do run into extra turbulence. Enjoy your flight, and I'll talk to you in just a little while. Guess who's watching? Oh, it's Tam in. Oh wait, is it Tam? You are Tam. Is it Opal Dino and CC Cat, or is it Dad Tood or Illyfad? Thank you, Hannah. We've always had a special relationship. Oh, the kids are asleep, so it's Illyfad then. Also known as Dad Tood. Oh, seriously? Oh, I knew that because he called you. Oh well. Hey, Mapes. Hey, Maple. Sheesh. Sheesh. I'm hoping for a terrain change very soon, because this looking out the window and not seeing anything but desert is kind of depressing. But it does look like we're getting a change in terrain very soon. If you look at the navigational map, we got some small hills right here, and I call this a mountain range, but it may not be mountains. And then it looks like it's going to level back out, and it'll be probably desert again until we get to old El Paso. Actually, just El Paso. Kitty! Kitty! You looking out the window. I have flown multiple times and still love just looking out the window the whole time I'm flying. Waiting to see something fun. Oh, there's a lot of fun stuff out there. Just imagine being in the Jeep or a motorcycle or a four-wheel or a side-by-side out there. That'd be awesome. At least for me, it would be. We got 8 knot winds coming out of the southeast. And I guess that's what's tending to blow me to the right. That's the highest winds I've had since I've been a simmer, is 8 knots. I mean, that's not bad, but I guess it's enough to blow me around slightly. The window street. Yeah, I like the window street too. See if El Paso's even showing on my airport list yet. I'm probably too far away from it. Show us those socks. Hang on just a minute, Sam. Yeah, it's still too far away right now for me to try to communicate with them. All right, my socks of the day. Sam the OG, thank you for that channel point, not channel point, for that command. On the right foot, I've got my dark green socks with multicolored Christmas trees on them. And then on the left foot, I've got my red socks with holly leaves, and I guess those are berries. I don't know. They're the little white dots all over them. And those, my friends, are my socks of the day. I've been trying to dig around in the drawer and get some different ones each day. I tend to once they get clean, I just put them in the front of the drawer, and then in the mornings I grab the ones out of the front of the drawer. So I tend to have the same ones on each day unless I really dig around, because I've got a drawer that is, I mean, it is packed with socks. It's just so easy to get in the routine of wearing the same ones over and over. So I've been trying to switch it up, especially since I've started back streaming. Probably not quite half of my socks are Christmas themed. And then the other ones are just absolutely crazy socks. Different color, not crazy, but different colors and patterns. The only Halloween ones I have, Hannah, I do have a pair of Pennywise socks, but unfortunately they're too narrow and I can't get the things pulled up over my heel. I've been saying that before Halloween comes, I'm gonna get those jokers on. And then at the same time I bought some Oscar the Grouch socks. And I have worn them one time on stream, but no one requested the sock cam. Berries and Cream. See, I don't know that song, Tam. Is that a TikTok video or a TikTok, whatever it is? Trend, a TikTok trend. All right, finally a little bit of a change in terrain. A little bit of hilly area here. Okay, yeah, please do, Tam. And Hannah, I think I follow you already on TikTok, don't I? I'm pretty sure I do. It's an old commercial that's turned into a TikTok meme, really? Okay. Yeah, I was thinking I did, Hannah. Thank you. I ran into a little bit of turbulence there. Oh wow, the wind has picked up. It's at 9 knots now. Still still directly out of the southeast though. An old Skittles commercial. Gotcha. Yeah, by the way, if anyone's interested oh my gosh, I can't talk. If anyone is interested in finding me on any social media, Scruffy Tam. I am Scruffy Tam everywhere. I don't have a Scruffy Tam Facebook. I don't think. No, I know I don't, but I've got a Scruffy Tam TikTok. I got a Scruffy Tam Instagram. I've got a Scruffy Tam YouTube. And I am gonna have to pull up a little bit. The ground is looking like it's coming up on me pretty quick, so I'm gonna bring my altitude up a little bit now. A little bit closer to the ground than what I'm comfortable with at this moment in time. El Paso is almost 4,000 feet, and so that puts me closer to the ground than what I wanted to be. And this area looks like it's going to be higher than what it would be in El Paso anyways, because it appears to me like we're slowly sloping up.
Show us those
Kid Knives! What's up, Kid Knives? How are you this evening? Good to see you, friend. My socks of the day: on the right foot, I've got my dark green socks with multicolored Christmas trees on them, right there. And then on the left foot, I've got my red socks with holly leaves and berries on them. Those are my socks of the day. Thank you for that. Thank you for that command. You know what? I think I'm gonna fly over them. I was considering flying around them, but it's not that far off my flight path. In fact, I need to be heading to the right just a little bit anyways, heading north. Okay, so I am flying over West Texas. We left Midland, Texas about an hour ago, and we're heading to El Paso, Texas. Carlsbad Caverns, if you've ever heard of Carlsbad Caverns, it is about 100 miles to our right, so it's that direction, about 100 miles. I've heard of it, but I don't know that much about it. Let's fly over. I'd like to stay at this heading right here so I can kind of see. Oh, thank you, Sam. Yeah, I'll watch. I'm probably not going to watch it during stream though. That would just be rude. I'm going to stay at this heading so I can kind of look down into that gorge. Just got the link, Tam the OG. Thank you. Well, I just kind of think it's rude to be looking at my phone while I'm streaming though. Yeah, I'll enjoy it later, I promise you. And maybe one day I'll do a TikTok stream where we just look at funny TikToks. Westinator did that last week. Westinator did that. And I just realized I don't think I'm friends with Weston on TikTok. I need to look Weston up. I have to PM him if he's not here right now. Oh God. Oh, you are still here. Cool. Hey, Weston, will you whisper me your TikTok on Discord? I'm not sure that we're already following each other on Discord. I don't think we are. Man, if I don't hurry up and get some altitude, I'm gonna run right into those hills. Okay, yeah, please do. I don't have a personal TikTok. All I've got is my streaming TikTok. And I am on Facebook, but not as a streamer. It's a personal Facebook. Then I've got a business Facebook too, for my business. I think I should have started climbing before now. I'm a little nervous. Good thing is, a mistake in the on the sim game is just a mistake. You don't actually die. Points of interest. Sorry about my arrow being there. So the game told me to hit E for points of interest. I hit E and nothing happened, so apparently there's nothing interesting out there right now. How's that for a view? A mountain coming right at you. Or at least a pretty big hill. I don't know if that would be considered a mountain. Good Lord, lesson learned here, people. I don't know if I'm going to make it over this. Although my RPMs are staying pretty steady. I'm kind of hoping that with the wind is blowing. I've got a tailwind right now, so I'm kind of hoping that the wind coming off these hills will help give me some lift. Of course, the tailwind isn't good for lift, but I'm kind of hoping it'll push me up as it's blowing over the hills. We'll see. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna go around if I can. It might be too late because my airspeed, I mean, look at my airspeed. I'm only going 48 miles an hour. Are you soon gonna have to run? No problem, Tam. Get your sleep, girly. Next time I'll have to remember that I need to start climbing way before I get to the hills. But thankfully, It looked like I was just kind of sitting there. Not moving. Oh, dude, yeah, me too. Me too. Me too, Weston. Anyways, look out your right window. There's the mountains that we almost flew into. Just gonna do a fly around. Thankfully, I had the opportunity to do a fly around and didn't crash into them. Yeah, Weston, I'm really looking forward to that. We're gonna have to coordinate that. Me and you and some other flight simmers. That is really gorgeous though. I mean, I've got to admit, that is a beautiful view. I wish I could look out my window and see it, but still, it's an amazing view, people. Yeah, I'm confident it'll come together too. I need to do some practice, do some studying on the jargon. Was gonna try to fly right through that gorge. I don't know that I'll have enough altitude to make it. I may. We're gonna try it. Good night, Tam the OG. Thank you for being here. Have a good night's sleep. Now go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Nighty night. Tamara Lee. Actually, here we go. Nighty night, Tamara. Actually, yeah. Let me do it this way. Nighty night. Tam the OG, nighty night, daddy's baby. Yeah, I know, Tam, I know. I realized it, but I changed it, okay? I'm sorry. You can dox me sometime. Check this out. I am flying over that low point in the hills. Look how beautiful that is. Yeah, I will do that. In fact, I'm probably going to do a giveaway. Of course, that was kind of a giveaway, but I'll do an actual giveaway of your birthday and social and all that good stuff sometime. We'll do a giveaway stream. Give it all away. Give it all away. Yeah. Oh, Kung Fu, I think she knows that from that day, from that night that I kept on saying your name on stream too. I'm a horrible streamer. Just so you know, anyone in my chat or anyone that follows me, don't ever let me know what your name is, because I'll let it slip. Yeah, that's pretty cool how that worked out too, Kung Fu Kangaroo, because her first name being the, and then average or middle name, and then Kim. Y'all's last name is Kim, so you're Blaine Kim. I mean, that's pretty awesome. Y'all, I'm not worried about doxing myself either, because I am easily found on social media. Matilda. Yeah, so one of the very first streamers that I ever started following on Twitch, she did a really good job of keeping her identity hid, but with enough detective work and just picking up on clues of, you know, stuff that she would say in chat, I was able to find her. Not that I'm that probably didn't sound very good, but yeah. I didn't mean that to sound like I'm stalking streamers. Yeah, it is hard to live off the grid. So, I'm not saying I'm stalking streamers. I'm just saying I know where you live. Oh, that's funny. Sorry. Yeah, way to be a stalker. Just tell everybody. I love these irrigation circles. That is so amazing, especially out in the middle of the desert like that. It's pretty cool, and looks like there's a bunch more we're coming up on too. And I'm making good time. Making good time. I don't think I'll be up till 11 o'clock tonight like I have been. Because this time I'm going to tell the airport, and if they won't let me fly straight in, I'm just going to fly straight in and get the ATC mad. I need my sleep. El Paso International, there it is.
El Paso Tower, Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee is 70 miles east, 7,900 feet with golf to land.
Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee El Paso Tower. Altimeter 29.999, wind calm enter left, traffic runway 8 left.
Runway 8 left.
Make left traffic runway.
That's good. No, it's not good. Dadgummit, they want me to make a left pattern into the airport. Ugh. I'm just gonna fly straight in, or I'm gonna request, there we go, request another runway. Didn't it say that somewhere? Select another runway, yep. No, I don't want to even do runway 8 right. I want to do, oh, I know why. It's because of the wind direction. Crap. I still got a little bit of a tailwind. The winds are still coming out of the southeast, and so you want to land flying into the wind, and that's why they're making me go around. Shoot. Well, do I want to do a right pattern or do I want to do a left pattern? I'd really rather do a right pattern for some crazy reason. So they want me to go into runway 8L. Well, it's unfortunate. An unfortunate series of events. Oh, she is loving it. She really is, and they are loving her too. She's a very customer-oriented person, and in the rest of the dealership is not customer-oriented. So they're loving the owners are loving that she's customer-oriented, and she is kind of cracking the whip on some of the other people that aren't so much customer oriented, and they're loving it. So they want me to they want me to land at runway 8L, which is this one. It's kind of hidden by the airport name, but this is runway 8L. And so I'm gonna have to do, they want me to do a left pattern into it. And it's too late for me to change. I really wanted to do a right pattern into 8R, but it's too late. So what I'm gonna have to do is very similar to last night's pattern. I'm kind of already in line to do most of what you do when you do a left turn. So I'm already on this leg of it. So all I have to do is swing to the left and then fly straight in. So not too bad. Oh, no problem, Miss Max Knife. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. No worries, no worries. So we are not quite 3/4 of the way. This was the halfway mark. So yeah, we're close. Close to 3/4. I hate that I couldn't make it over those hills, but I just didn't want to risk crashing. So if you look out the windows here, I love the circular irrigation that farmers do out here. It's just amazing how out in the middle of the desert you can do it, but it's literally, that's how they water their crops, and it's got wheels on it. Where those smaller circles are, those are wheels, and it actually just rolls around in a circle and waters their crops. Pretty amazing. We've got some similar to that farms close to us, but nowhere near that size. At least they don't look that size from the ground. Pretty impressive though. I'm trying to find this Homestead Meadows. This must be a small one that's not on my nav map. I think I deselected some of the airports just because it was so cluttered, so I chose to leave some of the bigger ones on my nav map so it wasn't so crowded. Kind of hard to see sometimes. We got another jet coming in off of our right wing, but they are too high to see. Their altitude is 22,386 feet, but it looks like they're coming in to El Paso. Or at least they're flying, if they keep their pattern up, they're flying directly over it.
El Paso Tower, Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Look straight ahead, idiot.
Uniform Foxtrot Yankee Airport is 11 o'clock 58 miles.
All right, so we're 58 miles away. Listen to the the weather report. What the heck? And it's not tuning to it. Oh, there it is. Winds calm, visibility 3, sky condition clear, temperature 26, dew point 10, altimeter 2994, ILS runway 22 in use. Landing and departing runway 22. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back, hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact. You have golf. No, I don't have golf. All right, I'm gonna fly a little bit north just to set myself up for that left approach. I'm kind of surprised that visibility is only 3 miles because it looks like 10 to me. Of course, closer up, once I get closer, it may be a different story. I do see some clouds off in the distance.
El Paso Airport information Gulf 20000. Wind calm. Visibility 3. Sky condition clear. Temperature 26. Dew point 10. Altimeter 29.94. ILS runway 22 in use. Landing and departing runway 22. DSR aircraft, see direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. If we're contact, you have Gulf.
And I've got the plane where it's slowly losing altitude. I'm probably going to try to hold where I'm at, maybe even gain a little bit more, because the airport is 4,000 feet and I am at 6. God bless, that scared me.
Boom! Headshot!
You startled me that time, Kid Knives. You win the Startle Award for tonight. You win the Startle Scruffy Award. Thank you for that channel points redemption of a boom headshot. I appreciate that. Yeah, that got me. That got me. So I'm going to probably climb just a little bit. So when I bank to make my my left turn, a crosswind, and then my final, I'm not banking too close to the ground or banking into one of these little mountains here. So I'll let it slowly climb. Hopefully my landing tonight is not going to be will not end like last night's landing did, where I rolled the plane. I landed and then I'm still using the keyboard for brakes because I don't have pedals, and I can't I guess I could bind a button on my yoke to brakes, but I'm just gonna stick with the keyboard right now. And I actually, instead of hitting number delete, I actually hit the 0 button. I don't know what the 0 button does, if it does anything, but the 0 button is what I was hitting, and I was wondering why the plane wasn't slowing down, and then it just veered hard to the left and nosedived. But I was on the ground, so we survived. I walked away. Of course, my my ghost co-pilot ghosted me. That's kind of pretty. You can see where water runs when it rains, because there's a lot of vegetation right there. I wonder how often it rains there. Well, I guess it wouldn't be very often, or it wouldn't be desert, right? Sheesh. The things I ramble on about while I'm streaming. Y'all realize how smart I really am. What an intelligent guy Scruffy is. He understands when it rains, vegetation grows, but he doesn't understand that there's no vegetation there because it doesn't freaking rain there. You know what would be really interesting? If that mountain is flat on the top, trying to land on that mountain. Of course, I don't have the type of landing gear that I need for that. I need one of those bush planes for that, but it's kind of tempting. Just saying. Would I do it in real life? Heck no. But when there's no risk, it's tempting. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump in a bush plane sometime. Are they kind of slow, Kung Fu? I'm pretty sure that's what you were flying when I was watching you that first night. I'm pretty sure you were in a bush plane. This mountain right here to our right looks like it's been scarred by a Godzilla or something. They cruise about 9110 but climb like crazy because of mountains and can land on short runways. Oh, sweet. Pretty cool how the mountains got those grooves in it. Very interesting. Have to change my heading just a little bit. There's that flat top mountain that I was talking about landing on the top of. If I'm not mistaken, our final destination is this airport that's right here off in the distance. Oh, you know what? It's probably this one. Hey, we got a jet flying right above us at 34,000 feet right now.
El Paso Tower, American Tree, 4210 miles northeast, inbound ILS runway 22 approach. American Tree, 42 El Paso Tower.
So the tower is communicating with a... Yeah, there they are. They're flying a twin engine Asobo 01. They are at 7,500 feet above the airport. They're coming in. See how close we are.
El Paso Tower, Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee Airport is 11 o'clock
40 miles out. Okay. 11 o'clock, 40 miles out. Shouldn't take too awful long. I should hit my goal of being landed, take the dog out, get ready for bed, and be in bed by 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully. It's 9:55 right now Eastern Time, so we'll see. It's okay if I'm a little bit late. Tomorrow evening, I should be able to stream at about this same time for about the same amount of time. So a little over 2 hours. And during tomorrow night's stream, we'll fly from El Paso into, I'm pretty sure, you know what, this may not be. No, you know what? This is not Mexico. This is Arizona. We'll be flying into Sierra Vista Municipal in Arizona, but you know what? I might drag that south and just fly into As I see the border now. I really want to fly into Mexico, so let's do this. Yeah, that makes it about the same size leg as what I'm doing now. Turn on the afterburners. It makes it about the same size leg as what I'm doing right now, and this will put us flying from El Paso. We'll pretty much be flying over Mexico for the majority of that flight, and then we'll land in Mexico at Cananea. Let me make sure this is Mexico really quick. It doesn't say if it's Mexico or not. It just says Cananea, but I can pretty much bet you this is Mexico. 'Cause I see the border. And then we've got an extremely long leg. No, it's not. A fairly short leg actually, to Phoenix Sky Harbor from there. Anyways, that's the plan. So we'll be in Phoenix. If I stream tomorrow, we should land in Phoenix, hopefully, possibly Thursday morning. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming Friday or not. I've got to kind of see how that goes, because I've got a wedding I'm going to be shooting Saturday, and that's going to take everything I have. Weddings, videoing weddings is very it wears you out. A lot of moving. Thankfully, I've got a young guy that also helps me. I call it my second shooter, but really we do about equal work. And then I edit. We usually do 2 videos. We do a long version video, which is the entire ceremony, usually 20-25 minutes long, with a few other extras thrown in there. And then we do a short version, like a showcase video that they can put on social media, and it is 5 to 10 minutes long. And it's really the more fun of the videos. The long form video is kind of just for the couple themselves to watch every year on their anniversary. Oh, this is going to be tricky, because for me to do a left pattern into 08, into runway 8 left, I'm going to have to fly this mountains. I'm probably going to need to go ahead and gain altitude right now. This is probably going to be the trickiest runway landing I've had yet. Let me pull up the navigational map. So this is the runway they want me to land at. This is 08R, and then L is right here. So I'm gonna have to fly out this way, turn right here where these mountains are, and then come in. So that's gonna be a little bit of a tricky, because I've got to be pretty high up right here, and then drop in altitude rather quickly. Which, you know, I'm pretty good at dropping in altitude quickly. Done that multiple times. So, those mountains are what altitude? Oh yeah, we're talking 11,000 feet altitude of those mountains. Probably about 11,000 feet. I'm gonna boost my engine on up. Try to get the airspeed up as I climb sort of fast. I don't want to do like I did at that last mountain range and get down to like 40, almost stall speed. I was almost at stall speed trying to climb that mountain. I just couldn't make it, but thankfully had enough room to turn. So I guess I'm going to climb to about 12,000 feet. Just to give myself plenty of room. Just heading to the right just a little bit. So that I'm parallel with the runway as I fly by. Get prepared for that left crosswind. Winds are now out of the southeast at 6 knots. I'm not sure what ATIS is going to say, but or ATIS. I don't know if it's ATIS or ATIS. But the navigational map says it's 6 knots. Climb, baby, climb. You can do it. Getting close to stall speed. I guess I'm trying to climb too fast, but I mean those mountains are coming up fairly close, fairly quickly. I should have looked ahead on that and seen. So that's them dead ahead of us. I got about 3,000 more feet that I want to climb just to make absolutely sure that I'm clearing the mountains once I get there to them. So I'm at 9,000 feet now. Sorry about coughing in your ear. All right, I'm gonna let the plane. Well, I don't want to descend. I'm just trying to let my airspeed build back up. I can pull back up without risking stalling. Let's check on the fuel situation while I'm here. Yeah, we got enough to make it. So my pitch trim up just a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Whoa, that'll help me out a little bit. Possibly. I'm really not sure. We'll see. All right, so we're, holy crap, what the heck? Every time I try to pull back on the yoke, the plane wants to turn too. I guess that's just me pulling it one direction or the other. Okay, so we're at 10,000 feet now. And I can see now that visibility is, like they said, about 3 miles. It's kind of hazy. Which I guess they would know what they're talking about. They are the air traffic information system. They're the super duper weather reporters. Good Lord, I'm losing all the altitude I just gained. Stop. There. Stop. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can just level it out and let the engine RPM bring me the rest of the way, or at least gain some speed a little bit, and then I'll pull up. I still have plenty of time, but I just want to make sure I clear this mountain range. All right, folks, this is your Captain Scruffy Tam once again. We are approaching El Paso International Airport on our final approach. If you would, go ahead and stow your trays in the seat in front of you. Put your seats in the upright positions. Any items that you've got that are out, go ahead and put them in the overhead storage compartment or in the under your seat. Go ahead and make your way back to your seats. Put that seatbelt buckle on and leave it fastened for the remainder of the flight. Flight attendants will be around momentarily to clean up any trash or collect any trash that you may have. Really enjoyed you flying with Scruffy Airlines today. Hope you enjoyed your flight and that we'll see you again. Enjoy your stay in El Paso. Looks like beautiful weather. Clear skies. A little bit hazy. We should be landing within the next 20 minutes. Hope to see you again. Flight attendants, prepare for landing. All right, we're at 11,000 feet now. Should be no problem getting to 12,000 feet. So thankfully I had the foresight to go ahead and start gaining before it was too late, like I have done multiple times. Biggs Air Force Base right there, off to our left, right there. All right, 11,400 feet. I'm probably going to climb to 12.5. According to the navigational map, the highest part is 11.5, and I don't want to be at 12,000 feet and just have 500 feet to maneuver. So I'll give myself 11,000 feet, and then should be good. Should be able to see our airport. It is just to the left of the Air Force Base. Should be able to see it in just a minute out the window on the left. All right, we're approaching 12,000 feet. We're in good shape. Airspeed is good. As I say that, it drops back down, but that's okay.
El Paso Tower, Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Cessna Uniform Foxtrot Yankee Airport is 9 o'clock 13 miles.
All right, we're getting to the altitude that I wanted to fly at. And you know what? This altitude isn't too awful bad as far as seeing details on the ground. I'm usually flying 3,000 feet. But technically we are at 8,000 feet up. We're not really at 12,000. We're 12,500 above sea level, but above ground level we're only about 8,000 feet. But it's a pretty not too bad of a view. All right, I'm where I want to be, so I'm going to go ahead and level out. All right, the airport is almost dead left of us. Once I get to the mountain range, I'm gonna have a fly over it and then bank to the left, and we'll be on our final approach. I'm gonna go ahead and bank to the right just a little bit, just to make that the crosswind and the final leg's a little bit simpler. There we go. Alrighty. I'm happy. We are going to be cutting it kind of close on fuel, but we should be good. As long as I make it on the crosswind and the final, nothing else, we'll just float in. Glide. We'll glide in, not float. Floating now. We'll just glide in. Yeah, that's what you want to hear from the pilot. Exactly. All right, and there's El Paso International Airport. How are you today, Kyle? Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging out. Just about to wrap this thing up. Golden Sunshine Gaming, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. How are you this evening? Good to see you, friend. Hope you're doing well. Just about to make my final approach into El Paso, Texas, and then I'm going to wrap things up for the evening. Trying to get in bed just a little bit earlier than I have been lately. Doing good, just work today, winding down for the evening. Me as well. Got to get up at 5:30 once again tomorrow morning for another day of educating students. So we're flying over let's see here, Fort Bliss something range. I can't tell what that third word is. Cessna. Fort Bliss, Cessna Range in the Franklin Mountains. Okay, so these are the Franklin Mountains. We're about to fly over the Franklin Mountain State Park. I don't mind. I'm an early riser. I don't mind, but that's why I don't usually stream too late. Is because I get up so early. So I got to be to work around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I don't like just jumping out of bed and jumping in the shower and then running to work. I like to be able to, you know, check my Facebook and check my socials, take my time. Wake up at 7 and that's too much already. I hear you. Yeah, and that's me. I like to just kind of take my time. Now, I mean, I can if I absolutely have to. I have jumped up and jumped in the shower and took off, but I don't like to. I like to take my time. Yeah, 100% Kyle. I agree. But Thursdays I get to sleep in. So Thursday morning, I'll probably sleep till, I don't know, 6:30, 7 o'clock. And then I'll get up and get ready and stream for a couple hours before I go to work. So Thursday's my late day. I work until 10 p.m. So I get to go in late. All right, getting ready for the crosswind leg. Or is this, I don't know. I need to print out the approaches, because I know I'm doing a left approach, but I can't remember the order of them. Just trying to be mindful. I have a mountain range just beneath us so that I don't turn and lose altitude and hit the mountains. I'm getting a little bit of turbulence just from the wind going over the mountains, kind of blowing me around a little bit. All right, now we're going to fly parallel to the mountains until we get close to the end of this mountain range. So it'll be approximately right here. I'll make my final approach into El Paso International Airport, runway 8 left.
El Paso Tower, Cessna Sierra Charlie Romeo Uniform Foxtrot Yankee is unfamiliar with the area. Request directions to the airport.
Oh, yuck.
Cessna
That's pretty
Uniform
nasty.
Foxtrot Yankee Airport is 9 o'clock 11 miles.
I haven't seen a skunk near my house. I've seen some in the area, but I haven't seen or smelt one near the house. But I do have an armadillo that's kind of digging around in my yard a little bit. I've seen it one time, but that's the only time I've seen it. But he's not really bothering anything. It's not like it's tearing my yard up, and plus that's what they do. It's natural instinct. This is pretty awesome. Mountain range, and then we've got El Paso, Texas right there. It's almost like an oasis in the middle of a desert. And so right at the end of this mountain range is where where Mexico starts. So Mexico is about right here. On the other side of this is Mexico. Our next flight is actually gonna be into Mexico. We'll be flying just a little bit into Mexico. I'm gonna test the Mexican authorities because I'm gonna fly in unannounced and land at one of their airports. But I'll be ready to take right back off. Like, you know, they'll have their guns blazing at me and everything, and I'll take off and fly back to our next leg after that is going to be Phoenix, Arizona. So as long as they don't catch me and I get detained in Mexico, then my next flight after that will be Phoenix. So hopefully tomorrow night we'll land in Mexico, and hopefully I don't get detained. No, it can't happen, Kyle. I'm just messing with everybody. But yeah, the detail in this game is amazing. No, I'm just messing around. Oops, that's probably what would happen in real life though. Whoa, shoot, am I that? Oh wow, yeah, I turned way too early. So the runway, there's two runways right here. The runway they want me to land at is this one right here. This is gonna be fun. That would be funny though. But no, it's been a joke for a couple days that when I go to Mexico, I'm going unannounced, and that the Mexican authorities will meet me there and arrest me. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is, no, that's a road. I don't know if that's a road or the wall. Anyways, I need to concentrate on flying. So we're gonna land right here, and this is gonna be really tricky because I've got to lose altitude quick. Right, you land and game over, exactly. In fact, a lot of times when I land, it is game over. I've crashed a few times. I crashed last night. I can't remember if you were here last night, but I crashed right after I landed. The plane flipped because I couldn't find my brakes. All right, let me go ahead to idle. Going to idle speed. Let's see here. The airport is just under 4,000 feet. So I need to lose 4,000 feet really quick, y'all.
Cessna Uniform Foxtrot, Yankee, wind 111 at 8. Clear to land runway 8 left.
I don't have pedals yet, but I do have the I do have the steering yoke, and I've got throttle controls, but I don't have the pedals yet. I need to get them. It'll make braking way easier and turning and stuff. It'll make it way more realistic for me, but for now, gotta live with what I got. All right, flaps. Just extended my flaps. Now we're gonna be in good shape. This is not gonna be quite as bad as what I was expecting. Of course, I'm always left of the runway for some crazy reason. Enhanced pilot sock cam, heck yeah. Alrighty. Getting close. I need to bring it on down, Scruffy, bring it on down. All right, level out, bring it on down, and pull back, get them back wheels on the ground first. Oh, that was rough.
Cessna Uniform Foxtrot, Yankee, contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er for Cessna Uniform Foxtrot, Yankee.
Hey, another successful landing, thank God. All right, we're gonna head on in, find some fuel. Let's see how close we are. That was a rough landing, but thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see how I was on fuel, because I was really close. Yeah, so I had 4 gallons of fuel left. Wouldn't have been long and we'd have ran out. But we made it. That's all that matters. Yeah, I had 4 gallons of fuel. Yeah, pretty much fuel. Yeah, pretty much fumes. I'm really risky with the fuel in this sim. All right, I'm just looking for a fuel tank, and I don't see fuel tanks. I've actually ran out of fuel 3 times while I was in the air, and just did an air refueling, which is totally not a thing with a Cessna 172, but hey. I'm not seeing a refueling station. I see the fuel truck. Unless I see some little green dots around the corner. Maybe that's refueling. Yeah, mid-air refueling in a Cessna. It's pretty simple actually. In the game. In real life, that would be quite a feat. I'm just kind of cruising around looking for refueling tanks so I can go ahead and refuel. Yeah, right. It's one of those wing walkers. Why don't hit the things? There we go. I'm wondering if this straight ahead is refueling. Well, you know what? It's not a big deal if I don't refuel right now anyways. My plan was to be in bed 5 minutes ago. So I've kind of missed that plan, but I think I'm just gonna shut her down, find someone to raid, and call it a night. Some airports on my navigational map, it'll actually show, oh gosh, we're gonna go four-wheeling. I got it in four-wheel drive. There. All right, let's go ahead and shut this thing down. Car brake on. Let's turn the power off. Where's my mouse? There we go. All right, and that's it. Whew. I'm glad I landed that one. I was getting kind of nervous. What? I thought I turned the power off to everything. There we go.